You know that song? That was a while ago. I guess you could say this song was back in the day. Robin Thicke, Lost Without You. How many chords? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, if you want to consider these chords. But the first chord is easy. It's a D minor 7. So D minor 7 is played like that's a D minor, but it sounds a lot better when you play it with just 3 fingers, D, C, F, and you kind of pump it. You get rhythmic with it. Sounds really good. You could play it full and add some things, and we could take this A and put it down here, but it doesn't sound as funky, as playful as. And so these are the chords we're doing. It's a D minor, and we're taking this C and we're moving it down 1, and that changes the chord to a B diminished. What is a diminished chord, you say? A diminished chord is very simple. We know what a major chord is. C. That's the C scale. And C Ionian. That means it's a major scale. So a diminished chord is a C minor chord with a flat 5. So C major, C minor is we flat the 3 and we flat the 6 and the 7. Flat 3, flat 6, flat 7. Now, if we have a C minor chord, which is 1, 3, 5, and we flat the 5, it becomes diminished. Now, the next question is, well, what if you take a C major chord, which is 1, 3, 5 again, and we flat the 5 on that? It just becomes a C major flat 5. So there is a big difference. So a lot of things, pretty much everything is based off the major scale, which is whole, half. Wait, is it? Wait. C major, whole, half, whole, half. That's the major scale, no matter what note you start on. Whole, half, whole, half. It's gonna sound ba da 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 do ti la sol da re mi do. Anyway, however way it goes. So a diminished is the minor chord with a flat 5. Now you have a diminished chord. So in this case, we have a D minor chord that goes to a B diminished over D. So B minor is this. That's 1, 3, 5, because in B major scale it's 1. Remember that? Whole, half, whole, half. So 1, 3, 5 in the major scale. If we want a minor, we drop that third. 1, 2, 3. That's the third because it's the third note in the major scale. So that's where you get these numbers from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they'll call that an octave. So from this B to that B is an octave. So we drop the third, and then we drop the 5, we get diminished. So that's important for you to know, especially when you're writing songs. Diminished chords are really good. I use them a lot, especially in improvisation. So D minor, B diminished, and then we've got a C major 7, and this is an interesting way to voice this chord because it's like open. It's like, especially on a guitar, this is gonna sound very pleasant. But if we played it in a root position on the piano, this is what we get. It's, for some reason, there's the feel is not there. So if we went D minor to D minor to B diminished, it just doesn't feel right. You have to use three notes. it feels good. Now, yeah, so we don't want to play that C major 7 like that. It's just, you feel it? It doesn't feel right, no matter how you voice it. That's how I like to play a C major 7, but we want to just keep it simple. And then at the end of the chords, they do parallel fifths. Now, go on Apple Music and listen to that song, and you will hear it played by guitar. It sounds really good on guitar. As a matter of fact, let me show you how good it sounds on guitar. This is the... See, there's that D diminish, C major 7, and then, oh, I forgot that chord. Ba. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So let me explain this other chord to you that I forgot so conveniently. So it's D minor 7, B diminished over D, C major 7. Listen, that's an F major 7. And it's played in 3 chords. Why? Because, oh, it just sounds good. That's the F. That's the F major 7 in root position. But it just doesn't have the same feel as if you played it like that. And then it does the parallel fifths. But when you use few notes in something that's pulsing, you don't need the magic. You don't need the crazy chords that make you go, oh, damn. You just need it's the vibe, it's the beat that takes this. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Now, let's put that on a guitar. Oh, it's just so funky. And don't put a beat to it, and you know I did. Check this out. Now, here's a beat. Let me. High. Oh man, that's just crazy. And so you don't need a lot of magic chords, you just need a vibe. So when you listen to that song, that's the song all the way through. There's no bridge. It just vibes so hard that you don't really need a change in it. It just vibes. And it makes it easier for producers to turn out more songs if they don't have to think about a bridge too. So they just vibe it out and then make the arrangement pretty extravagant. So another thing that I wanted to show you is this song can be, there's some other like you can play it like you heard it on the record. Let me do this. There's latency. But if I hit that, that puts it in low latency mode for those Logic users. I love Logic. So what I would do, listen to that. I would go to the B diminished, but then I would take the D and I would raise it up a fourth. So you would hear this. Up a fourth to the D. Now go down a fifth. And now continue. But instead of going parallel fifths, I would do thirds starting from G, a G chord. Oh man, that's hot. And then don't put a beat to it. 2, 3, 4. and you gotta know sometimes that note right there is just not. It's so dead on that I just quantize that. There it is. Boom, bam. So that is Robin Thicke's Lost Without You. Play with it. You could transpose the chords, make your own tune. It's really easy to do. What if we went that third chord is a different, and then I mean, that chart for this song will be in the description. I'm gonna play with this beat a little and transpose some of these chords. Just play. All right.